Greetings and welcome to this lecture. We will be solving few numericals on compressible fluid flow. Now, if you observe this numerical, okay, it is related to convergent divergent nozzle. So I'll first highlight this part. Numerical is related to convergent divergent nozzle. So before solving this numerical, you should it is expected that you already know the concept of converging diverging nozzle and that you have already studied all the graphs whatever we have seen in convergent divergent nozzle. Now understand the numerical and we'll make use of gas table as well to solve this numerical. So understand the data properly, what is given in the question. At some section in the convergent divergent nozzle. Now in this question it has been specifically mentioned over here that this is convergent divergent nozzle. Okay, it is not a duct, it is a nozzle. Meaning we already know that velocity is going to increase to supersonic. Okay, finally at exit. So I'll draw a nozzle over here. So this will be the first part, will be the converging part. Then center part is throat and then there will be diverging part. Okay, now whatever properties are there, will the flow will be from left to right. This is the direction of flow. And please understand this properly because in the afternoon session we will be solving the problem on converging diverging nozzle on ANSYS Fluent. Okay, so please understand it properly. So this part is convergent, this part is divergent section. Now I'll name the sections here. Inlet is 1, exit is 2, and since it is already given in the question that this is a convergent divergent nozzle, I know that at exit Mach number will be greater than 1. Okay, so at throat there will be critical properties and critical properties are denoted by star. Okay, so I have three sections now which I have shown: inlet, exit and throat section. Okay, then we'll read the remaining data in which air is flowing. Now what is the fluid given over here? Air. So I'll write down the name of the fluid here. Air is flowing inside the nozzle. Okay, so now what is the next data? Pressure, velocity, temperature and cross-sectional area are 200 kilonewton per meter square, 170 meter per second, 200 degrees Celsius, 1000 mm square. Now what is this? This pressure, velocity, temperature, cross-sectional area, it has been given at some section, meaning they have not mentioned whether it is inlet, outlet or throat. It could be anywhere, it could be in convergent section, it could be in divergent section, anywhere. Okay, so we don't know the location of that. So how to find this location? Can anyone give me a hint? How can we find the location? Can you think about this? That these properties, how we can find that this properties will be at which location? Whether it will be inlet section, outlet section or throat section or randomly anywhere. If randomly anywhere, then whether it will be in convergent section or divergent section. So what can be done for this? So what we can do to answer this, what we can do, we can find the Mach number. If Mach number, suppose for example, is less than 1, so the section will be in which section? Convergent or divergent? So the air will be in convergent section. If Mach number is 1, then the air will be at throat section. If Mach number is greater than 1, then the air, whatever the properties are given in the question, okay, whatever some section is mentioned over here, that section may be in the divergent part. Okay, so I'll write down the given data. Now what is asked? Determine all these things, and for air the properties are given over here. Okay, now please make a note that whenever certain properties are given in the question, you need to substitute those values only. So usually we use this value: Cp is equal to 1.005 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Okay, so don't assume this value because already Cp value has been given in the question. Okay, And again, I have told you this many times that in case of compressible fluid flow, we use for our unit as joule per kg Kelvin. So don't substitute this value as 0.287 in the numerical. Okay, so we'll write down the given data now. So what is the given data? First, we'll see at some section. So what is the pressure given? First is pressure. Pressure is 200 kilonewton per meter square. Okay, so I'll write down pressure P is equal to 200 kilonewton per meter square. I don't know the section, that is why I have written it as P only. Okay, if I know that this particular pressure is at section 1, then only I can write this as P1. Okay, so it is at any section, so I have written general P only. Then same way, next data, velocity is 170 meter per second, then temperature is 200 degrees Celsius, and cross sectional area A is equal to 1000 mm square. So I'll write down all this data. So velocity is equal to 170 meter per second, area is equal to 1000 mm square, and temperature is equal to 200 degrees Celsius. So convert to Kelvin, 200 plus 273, 473 Kelvin. Okay, now we'll calculate all the things which are asked in the question. Okay, now what is the first question asked? We'll check the question. First question is stagnation temperature and stagnation pressure. Now, if you recall the analysis, what we had seen of CD nozzle, okay, what was done here? There is a huge tank where we say that this tank is very large. That is why here the conditions are stagnation condition, meaning here the pressure is P0, temperature is T0, density is rho 0. Okay, so at inlet we have stagnation condition. Now when at outlet there is a chamber over here, for example, and we have a wall. Okay, so if this valve is closed, everywhere the pressure will be what? Stagnation pressure only. Okay, and outside this wall we have atmospheric pressure. So when we open the wall, this back pressure PB reduces. Okay, and the flow starts inside the nozzle. So here already the velocity has been given. So what we'll do, what we have to find, basically we have to find stagnation, temperature and pressure. So we have to find T0 and P0. So I'll write down over here. We have to find, first question is, we have to find T0 and P0. Now can anyone tell me how I can find T0, P0? We have already seen how to find this. So either what we can do, there are two methods now over here. So we can either use T0 by T formula and P0 by P formula, okay, which is given in the formula list. I'll open the formula list. This is the compressible fluid flow formula list. Okay, so here all the formulas are given, whatever we had derived. So this stagnation properties, we can use T0 by T formula, or we can, and also we can use P0 by P formula. Please note that here H0 formula has not been written. So here you can add that formula H0. Okay, that will be required. So here H0 stagnation enthalpy formula is also required. Okay, in previous paper, if you see last exam, that stagnation enthalpy was also asked. So you should buy out all those formulas. This specifically, these four formulas are very important. Okay, so either we can use formulas, but now understand this, when to use formula and when to use gas table. Or second method is using gas table. Now when we have a question like this, convergent divergent nozzle, or maybe we have a convergent nozzle. Okay, so these are very big questions actually. So in such cases, we have to use gas tables to find the required things. Okay, you can even use formulas, but it will become lengthy. So that is why we have to use gas tables. Now, second thing is, there are few numericals which are very small. Okay, for example, I have given you tutorial question. In that tutorial question number 1, that question is so small that it has been asked in the question to find stagnation temperature, stagnation pressure and so on. Only those things are asked, rest of the things it is not related to nozzle. In that case, you have to use these equations only to solve the numerical. So I hope this is clear. When numericals are small, okay, less marks, then you have to use this equation to find the stagnation properties. Otherwise, what you will do, if numericals are large like this, okay, like convergent divergent nozzle maybe for 10, to 12 marks it is given, or convergent nozzle is given for 10 marks maybe, or 12 marks. In that case you can use gas table to reduce your calculations. So here we are going to use gas tables. Okay, now first what we will do, we will try to find at which location these properties are there, whether at inlet, outlet, or throat, or maybe some other section. So for that we need to find Mach number m. So how to find Mach number m? Mach number is velocity upon sonic velocity. Velocity is given and sonic velocity is not available with us, but we can find sonic velocity. How we can find sonic velocity? Can anyone tell me? So what will be sonic velocity? So I'll find first sonic velocity. C is equal to under root gamma RT. Okay, now gamma for air, it has been given in the question, it is 1.4. So I'll substitute that value 1.4 into R is 287 joule per kg Kelvin. So into 287 into temperature at the given section is 473 Kelvin. Whole will be under root. So if I calculate this, I'll get this value as 435.95 meter per second. So this is sonic velocity at the given section, some section. Now we'll find the Mach number. Okay, so Mach number m is equal to velocity of the fluid or velocity of the object. In our case it will be velocity of the fluid, which is air, v divided by sonic velocity at that same section. Okay, so what is the velocity? 170 meter per second upon what is the sonic velocity at the same section? 435.95 meter per second. So if I find this, I'll get this value as 0.39. Now from here we can conclude something. What we can conclude? Since Mach number is less than 1, what I can say, that whatever section, some section is mentioned over here in the question, that section is where exactly? It is in the converging part of the nozzle. Okay, so here suppose for example this is that section. Okay, this is some section. Okay, so at this section we have the values. Okay, whatever values are given over here. Okay, so what is the Mach number at this section? That also we have found out. Mach number is m is equal to 0.39. Now what I have to find? I have to find stagnation temperature and stagnation pressure. Okay, I have to find stagnation temperature, stagnation pressure. How to find this now? What I'll do? Okay, I have to see the gas table. So I'll write it down over here. For gamma equal to 1.4. Okay, and what is the second condition here? It is given in the question that if the flow conditions are isentropic. This is very important condition. So flow is isentropic, gamma has been given, it is 1.4. And what is the Mach number which we know? Mach number is m is equal to 0.39. So at this Mach number we have to go to gas table. So I'll go to gas tables now. So if I see the gas table, we'll go to the index of the gas table. Okay, now index of the gas table, what value we have to look exactly? First is we have air. Okay, air is a perfect gas. So we have to see this third chapter of this gas table. So this is air, perfect gas. And for air, gamma is equal to 1.4. Okay, so I'll scroll to that page. The page number is, I think, let me check. The page number here, it is written as 28. I'll go to the page number 28. Now observe this. We have gas table for perfect gas, table number 3.2, where gamma is equal to 1.4. So now what is the Mach number available with us? Mach number is 0.39. Okay, so if I go back to the gas table, I have the value of Mach number. I'll write it down over here. It should be 0.39. So for Mach number 0.39, I require T by T0 ratio and P by P0 ratio where I have this stagnation temperature and stagnation pressure in the denominator, and temperature and pressure for that section it has been given in the question, so I can find the answer easily. So what I'll do, and also I'll read this value, okay, A by A star, because it will be required later on. Okay, later on it has been asked that what is the area at the throat section, so for that we require A star value. So I'll write down this value as well. So what I'll do, I'll search Mach number equal to 0.39. So let me scroll. Mach number equal to 0.39. Okay, so here we have Mach number. This is Mach number equal to 0.39, for which T by T0 is 0.97. Then P by P0 is 0.9 and A by A star is 1.623. So I have to note down all these values. Okay, T by T0, P by P0, A by A star. So I'll go back to the numerical. Okay, so what was the page number there? In exam you have to write down the page number as well. So from gas table page number 29 I will get this values. So I'll write down over here from gas table page 29. So what values we will get here? First is T by T0. That value we have read. What is that value? 0.970. Then second value P by P0. P by P0 is 0.9 and last value was A by A star. A by A star value is 1.623. Okay, now since right hand side is known and this temperature and pressure has been given for that section, Mach number 0.39, we can find the stagnation temperature, stagnation pressure. So we'll do that activity now. What is the temperature given? Temperature given is 473. Okay, so I'll write down stagnation temperature T0 will be equal to T, which is T upon 0.97. Okay, and the T value is 473 Kelvin divided by 0.97. So here I'll get stagnation temperature T0 value, which is 487.63 Kelvin. Okay, this is answer. So I'll highlight this answer. Then second question was stagnation pressure. So I can write down now stagnation pressure. So P0 will be equal to P upon 0.9. What is the pressure value given in the question? It is 200 kilonewton per meter square. Okay, we'll go back to the question. This value is 200 kilonewton per meter square pressure value. So substitute the value. Now please make a note that in this equation I have to substitute in Pascal, Newton per meter square. So it will be 200 into 10 raised to 3. So this will be 200 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 0.9. So P0 value will be equal to 222.22 into 10 raised to 3 Pascal. Okay, so this is next answer. Now at the same time what we can do, we can find A star as well. How we can find A star? A star means area at the throat section. Okay, so I'll go back to the question. Here you can see it has been asked question number, sub question number 4, pressure, temperature, velocity, flow area at throat of the nozzle. So at throat of the supersonic nozzle, this is supersonic nozzle. Okay, convergent, divergent. At throat I have Mach number equal to 1, where properties are critical properties given by superscript star. So I have to find A star value. Okay, and at Mach number equal to 0.39, I have been given area. So that is why I have written down over here area ratio as well. Okay, A by A star. So I can substitute the value here. So I'll write down A by A star is equal to, what is the value? 1.623. 1.623. Now this A star value we have to find out. Okay, so A star, from here what I can write? A star is equal to A divided by 1.623. Now what is the A area at that Mach number equal to 0.39? It is 1000 mm square. Okay, so I'll substitute this value. So this will be 1000 divided by 1.623. So from here I can find A star. What will be A star? A star will be equal to 616.14 mm square. So this is the area at throat. Okay, so we have found area at throat. Okay, so we have basically completed with first question. Now what is the second question? We'll see that. Sonic velocity and Mach number at this section. This section means some section जो दिया हुआ है. Okay, so at this section, what is sonic velocity and Mach number, which we have already found out. Okay, so here I can add that this is the second, we have already found out the second sub question as well. Okay, so I'll write down the second sub question, sonic velocity and Mach number. What is the sonic velocity which we have found out? I'll write that value again. Sonic velocity is how much? 435.95 meter per second, whereas Mach number is 0.39. So I'll write down these two values again as answer. So sonic velocity C is equal to 435.95 meter per second and Mach number is equal to 0.39 at that section. Okay, so this is second answer. Now what is the third sub question? We will see that. Third sub question is velocity, Mach number, flow area at outlet section where pressure is 110 kilonewton per meter square. Now what is given in the question? At exit P2, this P2 pressure has been given. Okay, and what we have to find? We have to find velocity, Mach number and flow area at outlet section. Okay, so I'll write down the same thing. What I'll do? I'll write down the heading, next heading. So I have to basically find V2, M2 and A2. Okay, so I'll write down this question, subheading number 3. So I have to find V2, M2 and A2. Now how to find this? It has been given that P2 pressure is how much? It is 110 kilopascal. Okay, now again what we can do, we can go to the gas table. There we can read P by P0. Okay, how we can read? See, already we have P0 value over here. Okay, and P2 value is given in the question. So this P2 is actually P. So what I can write? P2 by P0. I can calculate this. And this value, whatever I get, I'll search in the gas table. Okay, and wherever I get that value, that is the point, 2 point. P2 by P0. Okay, now P2 by P0 will be what? P2 is how much? 110 kilopascal. What is P0? P0 is 222.22 kilopascal. Okay, so I'll write down this value as well. So 222.22 kilopascal. Both I have substituted in kilopascal, so it's fine because it is division. So this value comes out to be 0.495. Now what I'll do, I'll go to the gas table and I'll try to search the value of P by P0, which is equal to 0.495. So I'll write down that statement over here. What exactly I have to do now? Okay, so P by P0 is equal to 0.495. Okay, so I'll go to the gas table now. Okay, what value I require? P by P0. Okay, this is P by P0, and this P by P0 should be how much? It should be 0.495. Also, second thing what you should note, it is exit condition. Exit means Mach number will be greater than 1. So what I can do, I can go to the gas table. This is Mach number less than 1. I won't see that part of the table. Okay, I'll go to the Mach number. First I'll reach Mach number equal to 1. Okay, this here you can see this is Mach number equal to 1. Okay, then I'll try to search P by P0. What is the value of P by P0 which I require? P by P0 I require 0.495. Okay, so I'll try to search that value now in this column. So 0.495, it will be in between this value. Okay, it will be somewhere over here, 0.495. Okay, it is between this value. Okay, so Mach number, this here you can see this column is Mach number, first column. So Mach number will be in between 1.05 and 1.06. Okay, so here basically what we require to do interpolation to calculate whatever unknown things are there. So what I'll do, I'll copy this table in the solution part. So I'll go back to the solution, and whatever values we have seen in the gas table, I'll calculate this. So first I'll complete this statement. So this point lies between Mach number equal to 1.05 and Mach number equal to 1.06. Okay, and this we have seen on which page number? Page number 31 of gas table. So page 31 of gas table. Okay, so what I can do now, I can copy that table over here. So I'll quickly copy that value. Mach number here it was 1.05. Okay, and then it was 1.06. Then T by T0 ratio. Okay, that value I'll write it down. It was 0.819, and this value it was 0.816. Then P by P0 is 0.498, and this value is 0.492, and area ratio A by A star. See what we have to find out, we have to find V2, so we require Mach number. Okay, then we have to find Mach number as well. Okay, and then we have to find what? Area as well. So area ratio is also required. Okay, so whatever is required that we will calculate. Okay, extra thing also I will calculate and keep, so that you understand how to find the temperature as well if T2 is asked. So area ratio will be what? Area ratio from the table I'll get this value 1.002, and this is 1.003. So if you go to this table, okay, this part I have taken the values. Okay, this part I have taken the values till area ratio. Okay, M, then T by T0, P by P0, A by A star. Okay, these values I have taken. So now what I have to do here, I'll complete the table. Okay, so we require, what is the P by P0 ratio which we have calculated? It is 0.495. So I'll write it down over here. It is 0.495. Okay, so now I'll use interpolation to calculate. Okay, so see how I'm doing the interpolation. All the values over here are known. Okay, so I'll write down 0.498 minus 0.495 divided by 0.498 minus 0.492. So what I have done over here, this 0.498 minus 0.495 divided by 0.498 minus 0.492. Okay, that I have written. Now what I'll do, I have to find Mach number as well. So in the same sequence I have to write down. So for this, what is the Mach number? 1.05. 1.05 minus, for 0.95, what is the Mach number? This is unknown, M2. So I'll write down minus M2 divided by, for 0.98, what is the Mach number? 1.05 minus, For 0.492, what is the Mach number? 1.06. Same way, the next thing we will see temperature ratio T by T0. So I'll write it equal to, for Mach number 0.498, what is the temperature ratio? 0.819. 0.819 minus, this temperature ratio is unknown, so this will become T2 by T0. Okay, so I'll write down over here, it will be T2 by T0 divided by, again 0.819 minus, for 0.492, what is the T by T0 ratio? 0.816. Okay, so in this way you have to work smartly. Okay, don't do interpolation again and again and change this sequence. Okay, in one equation itself you can find all the unknowns. Okay, then next part we will see. So what is the next part? Area ratio. So it is equal to, for 0.498, what is the area ratio? 1.002 minus, for 0.495, what is the area ratio? A2 by A star. Okay, so I'll write down here A2 by A star divided by, for 0.498 pressure ratio, again area ratio is 1.002 minus, for pressure P by P0 0.492, what is the area ratio? 1.003 minus 1.00. So from here what I can do, I can get all these values. First, if I consider this part of the equation, I can find M2. Okay, so Mach number M2, it comes out to be 1.005, meaning it is slightly supersonic. Okay, sonic condition is 1 Mach number, so that you can observe over here. Then if I consider this part and this part, only unknown is T2 by T0. So I'll get T2 by T0 value. I'll write it down. So T2 by T0 is equal to 0.8175. This value I am getting. Now T0 value I have already found out. Okay, here you can see I have found out T0. So if I substitute T0, I can calculate T2 value, temperature at the outlet. Okay, that I can find. So T2 value will be equal to 0.8175 into T0, and T0 is 487.63. Okay, here you can see this is 487.63. So if I calculate this value, I'll get T2 is equal to 398.63 Kelvin. Now please make a note that this has not been asked for section 2 outlet section. Temperature has not been asked, till I am calculating it. Only what is asked? Okay, we'll see that Mach number is asked, then velocity is asked, and area is asked. Okay, but still I have calculated T2 so that you can understand how to find it. Okay, then we have to find A2 area. Okay, so I'll consider this first part and equate it with this part. So I'll get A2 by A star value. So A2 by A star, 2 section is outlet section. This value is, M2 value comes out to be 1.055. Okay, so M2 value is 1.055. Now A2 by A star. Okay, if I equate this part, okay, this part with this part, I get A2 by A star value. A2 by A star value comes out to be 1.0025. Okay, so what I can do, I have already calculated A star in the previous step. That is why I calculated it initially. So this A star I can substitute over there to calculate A2. So A2 will be equal to 1.0025 into A star, and A star is how much? A star is 616.14. So I can find A2 value. A2 is equal to 617.68 mm square. So this is second answer. Okay, then again we have to find velocity as well. Okay, so how to find velocity? Mach number of section 2 or exit is equal to velocity of air at that section upon sonic velocity at that section. Okay, so what we have to find? We have to find V2. So what will be V2 from here? V2 will be equal to Mach number at point 2 into sonic velocity at point 2. This will be Mach at point 2, Mach number at point 2 into sonic velocity of point 2 will be under root gamma r T2. Okay, so to find velocity we require T2, that is why I have found T2 over here. Okay, so Mach number is how much? Mach number is 1.055 for point 2. Multiplied by under root gamma. Gamma is given in the question 1.4 into R is given 287 joule per kg Kelvin into T2 we have found out 398.63. Okay, whole will be under root. So if I solve this, I'll get V2 value, velocity of air at section 2, which comes out to be 422.22 meter per second. Okay, this is so we have completed now question sub question number 3. We have found V2, we have found M2, and we have found A2. Also, to calculate V2, we require T2. So the calculation of T2 is also shown over here. Okay, now what is the next question? Sub question number 4. We will see that. What is the sub question number 4? We have to find pressure, temperature, velocity and flow area at throat. Now flow area at throat, since it is already given in the question that this is convergent divergent nozzle. Okay, since it is given that it is nozzle, definitely at throat Mach number will be equal to 1. Okay, if it is not given here, if it is given it is converging diverging duct, in that case you cannot consider your star properties. You actually need to find Mach number at throat in that case. But here we can say that Mach number at throat will be 1, since it is already given in the question that it is nozzle. Okay, so this part is very important for you to understand. You cannot anytime take that throat Mach number is 1. Okay, it depends on the given data. Otherwise, you need to find the properties at throat and then decide what will convergent part behave and what will divergent part behave. If Mach number at throat is less than 1, then divergent part will act as diffuser. So you have to remember that. Okay, so here I have to find what I have to find exactly. I'll write it down. P star, T star, V star and A star, out of which A star we have already found out. So I'll write down the next heading, heading number 4. So heading number 4 of the calculation is P star, T star, V star and A star. Okay, so since it is given CD nozzle, it is given in the question, it is given. So what I can say, at throat Mach number is equal to 1 and all the properties are critical properties. That is why I have used suffix star. Okay, so I'll go to the gas table now. Okay, and I have to read different ratios over there. Now A star we have already found out, so no need to read the area ratio. So I'll directly write down what A star value we have got. Okay, so I'll copy that value again. A star value 616.14. 616.14. 0.14 millimeter square. This is area, A star, throat. So this we have already found out in the previous step. Now we'll go to the gas table. Okay, and here you can observe this is Mach number. Again check, we have perfect gases means ideal gas, and gamma is equal to 1.4. So for Mach number equal to 1, okay, we have to read T by T0, we have to read P by P0, A by A star. Area ratio will be definitely 1 only at throat. Okay, so here what we will do, we will read this value and read this value. So I'll go to the calculation part again. I'll write down over here what is the page number of the gas table, 31. So from page 31 of gas table, what I'll get P star by P0. Okay, there actually it is written P by P0. Okay, if you see here, it is P by P0. Here you can observe. But for Mach number equal to 1 at throat, it becomes P star by P0. Same way here, at Mach number equal to 1, this becomes T star by T0 for throat. Okay, so this is P star by P0. That value we have read already, 0.528. Same way, T star by T0 also we have read. So T star by T0, it is equal to 0.834. Okay, now P0 is already known, so P star will be equal to what? 0.528 into P0. Okay, and what is P0? P0 is 222.22 kilopascal. Okay, so 222.22 kilopascal. So from here I can find P star value. P star comes out to be 117.33 kilopascal. Okay, if you are considering here into 10 raised to 3, then here also it will be 10 raised to 3 and it will become Pascal. This is P star value. Next we will calculate T star. So T star is equal to 0.834 into T0. What is T0? T0 value is 487.63. So from here I can find value of T star. So T star is what? Critical temperature. At throat it is 406.68 Kelvin. Okay, now what is remaining, we will see that. Okay, what is asked? Pressure, critical pressure we have found out, critical temperature we have found out, A star we have found out. What is required now? V star. Okay, how to find V star? So for Mach number equal to 1 at throat, V star will be equal to what? C star. Okay, and that will be equal to what? It will be under root gamma R T star. Okay, so gamma is 1.4 for air and R is 287 joule per kg Kelvin given in question, and T star is 406.68 under root. So from here I can calculate V star. V star is equal to 404.23 meter per second. So we have completed with the numerical. Now what I'll do, I'll draw a diagram which will indicate all the points, okay, whatever we have found out, so that you can understand what exactly happens inside a nozzle, converging diverging nozzle. So I'll draw a nozzle over here. This is the first part, will be a converging part, then there will be diverging part. Okay, now at inlet we have section 1. Okay, at throat we have critical properties star, and at exit we have section 2. So this is throat. Now what are the properties which we have got? Okay, that I'll mention it over here. Okay, so what are the stagnation properties? P0, which we have found out, it is 222.22 kilopascal. Okay, air is flowing in this direction. Then T0, stagnation temperature, means we are talking about the entry of the nozzle. Okay, so that T0 is equal to 487.63 Kelvin. So basically this is at point 1, we can say exactly. Then at some section, it has been given in the question, some section. Okay, we had found certain properties. What were those? Mach number came out to be 0.39. Then pressure P, it was given in the question 200 kilopascal. Velocity 170 meter per second. Temperature equal to 473 Kelvin, and area equal to 1000 mm square. Now all these things were given in the question, all this data. Okay, except Mach number which we found out. Okay, then at throat, okay, whatever things we have calculated, we'll write down over there. So at throat, A star value was how much? 616.14 mm square. Okay, it is at this section throat. Okay, I'll draw the section over here, this one. Then second value which we had calculated was P star. So P star is equal to 117.33 kilopascal. Then T star is equal to 406.68 Kelvin, and Mach number is equal to 1 at throat, and V star also we had calculated. V star value means velocity of air at throat. It was 404.23 meter per second. Then at exit also we have found out certain properties. Okay, so I'll write down the properties at exit also. So exit means point 2, exit condition. So at exit, what are the properties? Mach number M2, it is equal to 1.055. Then area A2 is equal to 617.68 mm square. Then T2 temperature is equal to 398.63 Kelvin, and V2 velocity of air at exit plane or exit section is 422.22 meter per second. Now we have written all the values, we can get the complete idea. Okay, now understand the concluding part. Okay, we'll conclude. At inlet, here you can see this is the converging part, so I'll write down this part of the nozzle is convergent. This part of the nozzle is divergent. So this is which type of nozzle? This type of nozzle is called CD nozzle. Okay, now next thing which you can see over here, observe the velocity. At some section, what was the velocity of air? 170 meter per second. Okay, now since convergent part is acting as nozzle, okay, at throat here you can see Mach number has reached 1 from 0.39. Now see what is the velocity of air. It has increased from 170 meter per second at this section to the throat. What is the velocity of air? 404.23 meter per second. Now this is the sonic velocity of air at that particular section. Okay, then at the exit, okay, what is the velocity? 422.22 meter per second. So it is greater than 404.23 meter per second, meaning at exit condition we have, what is the condition here? At exit, supersonic. Okay, so we'll see about the pressure part now. Initially pressure was 200 kilopascal. Now pressure is decreasing. Since velocity is increasing, pressure is decreasing. At throat, from 200 kilopascal, pressure has decreased to 117.33 kilopascal. Then at the exit section, further the pressure has reduced. Okay, we'll see the pressure value. Pressure value at the exit, I have not calculated, I think. Pressure value P2, it was given in the question, 110 kilopascal. Okay, so I can write that value also. P2 value, P2 is 110 kilopascal. So here what you can observe, pressure is continuously decreasing from 200 kilopascal to 117.33 kilopascal to finally 110 kilopascal. Okay, whereas you can see the velocity, it is for this section we know the velocity, that is why I am talking about this section. It is increased from 170 meter per second to 422.22 meter per second. Okay, so in this way we can get a bird's eye view of the all the values at different locations inside the nozzle. So with this we'll stop this lecture.